We're lied to so much about everything. But then people will be like, no, 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 history's true. The Jews built the pyramids or the aliens. If they don't believe the Jews did it,
It's
they'll
the
be like, the
alien.
aliens built the pyramids, man, but they're from that period of time.
Right.
That's when they were built, right when they say they were. Like, there's all kinds of proof for the stories in the Bible and for the pre-flood world. And science is acknowledging some of it now, but they're not acknowledging all of it. They don't acknowledge that it could be true. They gotta. They won't go that far. And if they do, they'll be like, "Well, it's a computer simulation. Some
Right.
kid, some alien, or some kid built us, and we're in a box under his bed. We're just running in a server."
No, they don't believe that you could actually harness the frequency and energy of the earth.
And they won't accept God.
Mm-mm.
They won't accept the Creator as the answer. Why does all this work the way it does? Because it's created by God. Well, this past civilization that we're talking about in this series, they understood that. They understood the real workings of things and how things really operated. And
Yeah.
they were informed by the fallen
The fallen. There it is.
of how to operate this earth and how to do things and use technology and information that they were never supposed to have. Information that we don't have.
Right.
And their world was very different than ours.
And in the Bible, and especially in the book of Genesis and in the book of Enoch, even in the book of Enoch from the Dead Sea Scrolls, they talk about a pre-flood civilization that was put here by God, and they were the fallen, and they were mating with each other, creating Nephilim giants and all kinds of shit. So the pre-flood civilizations were out of control, and they had the knowledge of the apple from Adam, which is on your screen, Adam to Atlantis. So if you're wondering where Adam comes in, Adam was the first one to get all this jump started. When Adam bit the apple from the tree of knowledge, that is it. That jump started all of this, and that whole generation had to be wiped out. But I think Anunnaki, when you see those, I think those are the fallen. The Sumerians, and the Sumerians were here pre-flood too. You know, they were found under mud, the Sumerian
I
temples and
believe
shit.
the Sumerian tablets, we got to do a show on those because I believe that those are planted as a way to discredit the word of the Lord, to make it look like the people that wrote the Bible just copied off the Sumerian tablets. Because it seems like we're doing a retelling of what they said, and they claim to have existed long before our Bible was written. But I think it's a little flip floppy. Like I say, I don't think
They're
this old
liars.
civilization, they're total liars. This previous civilization, the pre flood world, I don't believe they were ignorant of their creator.
Well, there's three of those that are out there. You got the one that Smith found in Utah. You got the Dead Sea Scrolls, and then you got the Sumerian tablets. I believe the Sumerian tablets, out of the three, were actually put there in that time frame, 15,000 years ago. I just believe that they are the fallen, and in the Bible it says that the fallen are liars. They're going to lie to your face. They're going to write some bullshit down. But now the other two, on the other hand, I believe those are recent. I think those are recently created. I don't believe the Dead Sea Scrolls are the original writings of anything. I believe that some scholars gonna fucking read up on the Dead Sea Scrolls, and he's gonna find some shit in there where it says that the Anunnaki was real and the Bible is not, and aliens and blah blah blah. And I believe that's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be able to say I told you so, because I believe they plant this shit. This is part of their operation, anyways. It's literally in the framework for their operation is to take tablets and things like that to bury them deep under the ground, and then to dig them up 40, 50 years later and act like they're fucking thousands of years old and they disprove God so that everybody will be into their new world order God. It's in the framework of their writings.
It is. You're right. That's true. That's what a lot of what they're doing and a lot of what they've done is about, I believe, is hiding God and hiding the truth from us.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Lisa was saying, the Illuminati, they know this information. I think they know some of it. I don't think they know as much as they knew before the flood. Do you? Do you think that the knowledge that made the Lord flood the earth is being used today?
No,
No?
I believe it.
Because it will be as in the time of Noah in the end, right? But that would mean it's not that way now, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would mean that we're not even close right now.
It's going to get there, but it's not there yet.
You want to know what I think it was like, and I might be way off, but I believe it's there's multiple accounts of these different areas, right? You have the Hindu Indian account of the pre days of the flying carpets and all that shit, and everything was lit up with blue light, and everybody could fly from place to place. Um, you also had the same exact descriptions for Atlantis, and you had the same exact descriptions for Admiral Richard Byrd. So I believe that that is a hint towards what that technology was like. The floating vehicles and everybody had this technology. There was no such thing as money, um, but people were using it for wicked things. So if you got this kind of a power going on, this power plant system, you're not just using energies for gold plating. You're also going to be using energies like we do now. Some of these dumbasses out there when they use Ouija boards and shit. Can you imagine doing a Ouija board type situation with that kind of fucking energy? You'd be opening up portals and shit. Some really bad evil shit.
Robert was saying if there, I guess he doesn't believe in a God. Maybe I shouldn't assume, but he said if there even is a God, which makes me think he doesn't believe. The flood would have been because they were messing around with the human DNA, much like they are right now.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The
true.
Sumerian stuff and the Kabat tribe, which are the original Egyptians, talk about um doing fucking head replacements and shit. Some weird surgeries and shit. And DNAs and all that, and mixing up different animals and humans and shit together. They describe all of that.
That's crazy. Yeah, there was. It was very different. I think everything was very different then.